first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Breeze. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Breeze on 3rd down. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now it's Hines. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Well, it's intercepted. He's trying to give it to Woodley. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Falcons' 24-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And they'll get him down short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hines. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They find some open field here. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. He'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now left side on the swing pass. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Breeze now. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On play action, now Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
At the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Smith catches left side. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Saints, nothing.
Handoff. It's Murray. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2 yards on the...
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Another run. This time McCaffrey. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
He's brought down.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
He's brought down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And the Falcon 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff to Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This is Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
And we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze looking here for Smith downfield. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Flush to his right. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the 47-yard.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Breeze to throw again. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 20.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up second.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
For the field goal, a 35-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up. Past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 38, Ryan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
it's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on.
So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Saints 10, Falcons 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Ryan. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And some space here.
One play at a time. Here we go.
And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Falcons 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe they're returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 2nd down, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On the return, Harris. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tre'Quan Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score is Saints 24, Falcons 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Falcons.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, trying to get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They run again with Hines, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, it's Hines. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey.
Touchdown, New Orleans! Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. The left side completion to Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
3-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. The 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
The Saints on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
32-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Shot through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Falcons' 33-yard line.
On second down, McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Saints on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
31-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. On first down, Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Down by Deion Jones. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
On third down, Murray. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
38-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Around the 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pick.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They go play action with Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
And it's 3 and out.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together